One thing I also wanted to do but didn't get around to a week and a half ago when I pruned up my Ficus microcarpa was work on my Willow Leaf Ficus. That's just exploded in growth. It's crazy when I look at the old videos. I'll find some old footage to show you guys before this part of the video, but anyways, the microcarpa is responding well. It's got buds coming out at the ends of each branch. There's one there, one there. One on the back, farther down, just buds popping out everywhere. It's only been 10 days since that repotting. Now it's time for this one. It used to be probably only that big when I left for the summer about 3 months ago, almost 3.5 months ago. It's probably quadrupled in size at least. Some of this growth is really strong, like that one. That'll have to be cut way back. I'm gonna make a bunch of cuttings out of these as well. Try and grow them on because this is my only Willow Leaf Ficus. Gonna have to be brought inside for the winter as well, so I need to make it a bit smaller, more compact, then I'll let it grow out again next summer. I'm gonna put all the cuttings in here for now. Now this grew a lot more than I was expecting. It really took off. I want to keep it small though. It's got nice small leaves, so it would make a good, probably, I don't know, shohin size, maybe even mame bonsai in the future. I want to keep this main structure pretty small, tight, so I'm going to cut off a lot of this, which will be my probably most intense pruning I've done anyways, as far as percentage of the tree cutting off, probably. So I'm just looking at the tree. Giving it a final study. I think what I'm gonna do, it's pretty angular right now, but I'm gonna make that the main leader. So I'll cut off this, and you know, I think that'll smooth out over time. It'll give it some nice movement for now at least. And there's another branch off to the side, which I'll keep as well, so it'll have 2 branches. At the end, that really minimizes the main growth. Again, there's a white latex coming out of there. Ficus tree, so this other main branch, I should cut off pretty small. I'm gonna go to here for now. Might go a bit farther later, but that gives one branch, and then there's another small one here, small one back here. You can see where I made the cut. There's this branch, there's the main one, small one back here, some more leaves, there's a yellow one I'll pick off. This big one here, I believe I decided I'm going to get rid of this one that's growing up. That would be a kind of weird angle to come back so far while this is growing, I think. I want to grow it outwards more than upwards there. Leave a small gap between this one and this one. For the general direction of the branch in the future, I've got one little shoot, two. That would be a pretty good spot to leave it. So I'm going to cut right there. This one, I'm going to go back to here. That leaves two shoots coming out of the tip of that one. One a little further back. One even further. You can see this one coming out here. It's going straight up from where I cut that last time, but I want it to go out this way. So I'm just going to pop that off. And I think I'll leave the growing tips attached for the long ones. Or for the side shoots that are coming out of each main branch. I'll let them all grow together. Hopefully I'll get some back buds, and then it'll grow a little bit over the winter inside with some light, a grow light. I kind of like this little bit of dead wood that's there. I'll just leave it for now. That's where the original seedling died off, and it sent out a branch this way. This is one of my trees that got chopped by the weed whacker or yard trimmer. So a lot of these branches were just broken off. I didn't have much hope for its survival, but it did, and it's doing really well. I kind of just did a main structural pruning today, and then I'm leaving the new growth to keep extending for the rest of the late summer and fall period before I have to bring it inside in a couple months probably. So there it is, pruning my Willow Leaf Ficus. I don't know the scientific terminology, but I'll figure that out. Okay, that's the end of it for today. I potted up the cuttings. These are the leaves that I took off of them. I used rooting hormone for the 3 big ones that I put in here. They each have 2 or more main trunks, main branches, I guess. The big one has like 5 branches coming out of it. The small 2, I guess you can call them multi-trunk. Double trunk anyways. This one I have the really small microcarpa cuttings in from the other week. There's one little crown of thorns that's still going. This little tray used to have a whole bunch of these crown of thorns cuttings in there. This is the only one surviving. There's a little maple of some kind there still surviving, but I put the rest of the willow leaf cuttings in here, the smaller ones that I think were too small to have too much hope for. So I didn't use any rooting hormone on any of these. I just kind of put them in there rather than throwing them out. But these are the 3 that I'm going to concentrate my efforts on. I'm going to put a plastic bag over this little cup, keep the humidity in there. Okay, it's a little bit tight in there for the tall one, but this is how I'm going to keep it. I'll only open the bag when I need to water the pot. This is the end result of the pruning I did on this one. I don't know, it was a little bit adventurous, I guess. Didn't do anything too crazy. I just want to have a nice little compact tree. Maybe I should have cut off the growing tips for each of these branches, but figured I'd leave it for now, let it grow a little bit through the winter, maybe a little more slowly, and then in the spring I'll cut everything back again, really structurally, cut off all the growing tips, and then let it grow it real strong over the summer. That's it, the Willow Leaf Ficus, probably Shohin sized. It's about 15 centimeters, probably.